Hey everybody, good morning and welcome to the card of the day. We're looking at the Ten of Wands. I hope you all had a nice weekend. I actually had a day off, but I didn't really take a day off. I did all the things I had to catch up on. So this card is how I feel, okay? This card is about obstacles, intuition, invention, leadership. It's where there's no harmony, and it's about disguise. We can see where he's hiding his head. He is cut off from others, oppressed by the weight of the wands, oppressed by our own this one has a lot of us taking on too much burden, but can continue with determination, binding one's sources to protect and preserve. So there's not a lot of calm with this card. It's either doing too much or holding on to too much or pulling things together. It is spiritual forces. We're looking at wands. We're looking at live wands, which are live power. If the spirit, it's a spiritual excuse me, it's too early. It's like a spiritual fence between individuals and affairs of the earth. So it really is about disconnection. It can be about escapism, and burying your head in the sand. It is a guard against repression of energy and forces, and use invention to uplift. Now, when I look at this card, there's a couple of things. Those are all the obvious things we see with this. There are a couple of bright sides with this, which is if you look at the way he is carrying these, he is not lifting them up. He is holding them down. Okay, and this is where tarot interpretation comes in. This is my interpretation. He could lift his arms and let all that go. Okay, and that really is what we do to ourselves. What are we carrying that's not around? What are we carrying that's too heavy? That we could just let go of, whether that's guilt or shame or anything like that. We could really let that go. That's really up to us. Somehow we've been taught that worry, shame, and guilt do something, that they accomplish something. They do not. The other good news is that this is a 10, which means it's an end of a cycle. So all of these wands are going to wrap into a new beginning. So that is the upside of this card. This card can also be seeing too much through other people's eyes. Okay, listening to their opinion, too much about what they think. In a career, this is overworked with loss of focus, taking on too much, or having too much put on you. Usually looks like taking on too much more so than putting on. Health, depression, and anxiety, which kind of is like, that's how I feel today. Relationships suffer, blinded by ambition. Seeing too much through other people's eyes is what I took from that. Today, in fact, I'm regrouping and seeing what I can get rid of, what I don't need, and what I need more time spending with, like friends and stuff. So I went with seeing too much through other people's eyes. So your mantra of the day: all that matters is my connection to God. When we really think about it, and when we get that anxiety, or we're worried what other people think, or the overthinking or anything like that, what we have to remember is all that matters is my connection to God. Have you ever had it when you had an idea of what you're going to do, and you tell some people, and then they'll go, oh, you can't do that because blah, blah, blah. Or that's a terrible idea because blah, blah, blah. And all of a sudden everybody's rained all over your parade. All that matters is my connection to God. If you decided that brought you that energy, you don't bring other people's energy into it. You just stay in that space. Okay, everybody? So today, stay in that space. All that matters is my connection to God. That's the only person you answer to, and the law. All right, everybody, have a great day. If you want to book a reading, KarenMontowski.com. Check out my YouTube series, Paranormal Karen. And you can always follow this on Facebook, the Facebook Tarot Card of the Day. All of these are from my website. Have a great day.